Hello to Sophia Brown. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Ruben?
Very well, thank you. Thank you for chat to you
Good.
today. So,
Yeah, it's great.
can you tell me roughly how long have you been a singer-songwriter for?
I've been a singer-songwriter for about 6 years-ish now. I started writing when I was about 12, 13 years old. But I've kind of been pursuing music properly in the last like 3 years. Um, so yeah, I'm 20 now, so I've been writing for a little while.
So, what was it like going into the recording studio when you first released your debut single?
Yeah, so I recorded this song. I just released a song called Motion Sick in May, and I recorded it in a studio in Hackney, in Clapton. And it was a little studio in like a shipping container, which is very sweet. And we spent many hours in there producing Motion Sick. I worked with a producer called Joss Mowgli, and we made the song together. It was a lot of fun. Lots of like experimenting with different harmonies and instruments, all while kind of keeping it acoustic, which is the sort of music that I play live. Yeah, it was a
So,
very good time.
so, what was it like recording your debut single called "Call My Name"?
Oh yes, so I recorded that back in New Zealand. So I'm originally from New Zealand, but based in London at the moment. So I recorded that I think when I was about 15, and that was the first single that I had recorded. And I worked with a producer called Tali, and we met through a program. I think it was run by like the New Zealand Music Commission, and she came into my high school and workshopped with a few different songwriters and artists in my class, and then we got on really well. And she invited me to her studio, and we made that song together, as well as another track called Phase, which is on Spotify as well. And that was really fun. It was like my first sort of studio experience. Um, and yeah, it was just really great to kind of experiment with someone who had a lot of experience in pop and drum and bass music. And so we made a track called Call My Name, which is a very pop track. A lot of fun. It's upbeat. It's a good song to listen to, like in the car if you're driving. So yeah, it was a great experience.
So, what was it like to record "Motion Sick"?
Yeah, Motion Sick was awesome. Sort of a different genre to Call My Name, more of a singer songwriter sort of folk genre. Um, and that was the song we recorded in Hackney in the studio in Clapton. Um, a more stripped back, sort of simple track in comparison to Call My Name. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to record.
So, are you working on any new music?
Yeah, so I've got an EP in the works at the moment. So Motion Sick is the first song of the EP that I will be releasing this year in 2025. So I've got four other tracks that I'll be releasing as singles this year as part of my EP. So that's scheduled to release towards the end of this year, which is really exciting. And the next song from the EP will be out in July. So that's something to look forward to.
So, I know you're an independent artist. So, what's that like for you?
Yeah, it's great. I gig a lot here where I'm based in London. Um, Play live shows as much as I can. I just love sort of getting out there and playing my music wherever possible. And I do a lot of writing with other artists here in London. Work with lots of other independents, collaborating and spending a lot of time in the studio writing and creating different projects. So I have a lot of freedom to do that, which is really nice. And that's really how I spend most of my spare time.
So, I know you got a manager. So, what does your manager help you to do?
Yeah, so my manager Pippa, she's lovely. She's actually my auntie as well, which is really great, and she supports me a lot with my music and my releases, and just basically gives me a lot of guidance in um, the choices that I make, and has been super helpful in kind of guiding me through the industry, because I think as a young artist it can be quite like overwhelming at times, especially when you're new to the industry. There's a lot of information there and a lot of things to know and a lot of things to learn, and some of that you do you kind of learn by yourself when you're, say, in a studio or in the process of making music and gigging. Like a lot of you learn a lot about the music industry when you just do stuff and you perform and play and sing, but there's all sorts of information behind the scenes that is really useful to know. So it's really lovely that I have Pippa to help me and guide me and look after me, essentially.
Yeah, because a lot of hard work being an independent artist. A lot of people don't know what goes into it.
Yeah, I think you just kind of have to really push yourself and put yourself out there, and kind of, have that drive, and just be constantly kind of promoting your music and doing really whatever you can to kind of get yourself out there. But yeah, I've enjoyed it so far.
So have you got any upcoming gigs coming soon?
At the moment, I don't have anything booked in, but I will have a show aligned with my next release in July. So I will keep my fans posted on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok about my upcoming shows once those are in the calendar, for sure.
So have you got any other socials that you want to promote?
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Sophia Brown Music. TikTok is the same, Sophia Brown Music. My Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, all under Sophia Brown. That's where you can find me.
Thank you for letting me chat to you today.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, Ruben.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.